Sam, tell me you got the cross.
Got St. Dismas right here. You wanna say hi?
Yeah, we really kicked the hornet's nest down here. Ballroom's locked down, security's scrambling.
Hey, Victor, where's our getaway?
Come to the driveway out front. Just follow the spotlights. I'll bring the car around.
Shit!
Chiunque sia stato non può essere lontano. Se la merce lascia la proprietà ci rimettiamo il culo. Ehi, bastardo! Spera solo che ti cassi subito una pallottola in testa! Se i rossi ti beccano vivo, ti impiccano davanti alla villa e ti lasciano lì per un anno. Ah! Ho visto qualcosa che si muoveva vicino alla torre. Devi farlo sapere a tutti, cazzo. Tieni gli occhi aperti.
Un attimo. Cos'è stato? Falso allarme. Oh boy. These guys are everywhere. Okay, maybe we should have brought guns. Climb and get a good vantage point.
Merda, se riescono a svignarsela, non ce la faranno. Li troveremo e li riempiremo di buchi. Ma sappiamo cosa fare. Resta concentrato. D'accordo.
How we doing, Nathan?
I'm on my way. Heading to higher ground to get my bearings.
All right, see you soon.
Yeah. There's the ballroom. Driveway's right in front. Okay. Everything's fine. No one got a good look at me. Just gonna play it cool. Stroll right on out of here. Scuse.
You're not supposed to be back here.
Well, neither are you. But I'll tell you what, I won't tell anyone if you don't.
You have something I want, and you're going to give it to me.
Really? Well, I'm flattered, but I'm afraid I'm spoken for. Oh, if you'll excuse me.
I'm not in the mood for games. Give me the crucifix.
Lady, you're lucky I'm a gentleman. Because if I were...
You'd what?
All right, fine. Just remember, I didn't want to do this.
Let's see what you've got. Come on, Nathan Drake.
Oh, I see my reputation precedes me.
Don't telegraph so much.
I'm just trying to make it fair.
Come here. Now hand me the artifact.
Do you know how many artifacts I've collected over the years? You're gonna need to be more specific.
Let me see if I can clarify.
All right, look. I'm still a little jet-lagged. How about we just call it even? Oh, son of a...
Have you had enough? Or do you want to keep being a smartass?
Okay, come clean. You're no chiropractor. Your technique is really not helping my back. All right, wait! It's in my back pocket.
Where is it?
Guess I left it in my other pants.
Thanks for wasting my time.
All right, wait! It's in my back pocket.
Where is it?
Right there!
Alright, I'm at the car. Where the hell are you guys?
Just met your friend, Nadine Ross. She's lovely.
Yeah, well, it's total chaos out here. They're trying to keep it contained, but everybody's freaking out. I don't want to rush you, but hurry the hell up.
Nathan, where you at?
Good question. You?
By the ballroom. Look for this round sign thing. It's on the way.
Round sign thing. Check.
Good news is I got a gun. See you soon.
Te lo giuro, ho visto qualcuno che usciva dalla destra della bicicletta. L'ho sentito, ma non sono riuscito a vederlo. Ma dimostrati te. Qui, vetri rossi. Ho trovato dei vetri rossi.
questa parte! Lassù! Sull'insegna! Nathan! What are you doing? What's this look like? Nathan! Catch! Wait, what?
Oh, crap.
Hey, I got it! Nice shot. Nice shooting! You all right? Yeah, hanging in there. I can't get to you from here. You got a way down? Yeah, I think so. Okay, I'll meet you at the driveway. Just head towards the ballroom. All right, see you there.
Well, I guess that's not the way down.
Nice shooting. You all right? Yeah, hanging in there. I can't get to you from here. You got a way down? Yeah, I think so. Okay, I'll meet you at the driveway. Just head towards the ballroom. All right, see you there. Gli spari venivano da qui. Si è
Victor, I'm
cacciata
kind of stuck
l'aria.
here. Any ideas?
Fastest
Figlio
way's
di
through the
puttana.
ballroom.
Sappiamo
Said
che
the
sei qui
ballroom's
da
locked
qualche
out.
parte.
Yeah, well, now that they know it's you guys, they cleared the place out.
All right, ballroom it is. You get that, Nathan?
Yeah, got it.
This is how you start another part of our lovely Uncharted 4 Thief's End series. I actually thought it was going to be a little bit more explosive following the events of stealing the cross at this legal black market auction, but I think things are starting to ramp up a little bit here, especially now that we have a gun. Some really exciting stuff. We were introduced to a number of new mechanics here. This is really our first stealth stage where we had to really move completely stealthily, and I was able to do that for the most part. I died a couple times for the. I missed my first quick time event fighting Nadine. And she killed me, and then obviously I just fell off that post there. But other than that, the stealth portions I haven't really been seeing. Things haven't blown up in my face yet, so I'm pretty proud about that. Each of the enemies has a little bar over their head that will fill as they start to notice you. Once that meter turns yellow, it means that they're looking in your direction. They're investigating what they think they saw or what they think they heard. So, you need to get out of there ASAP. But like I said, everything seemed to go really well. Here they're teaching me how to target enemies. So if I aim at an enemy and click down L3, it'll put a little target above their head so I can keep track of their movement, which in a stealth mission like this is key because you can easily move around them simply by keeping track of their movements. So a couple different new mechanics here, a little bit mixing things up a little bit here with a stealth stage, and I think once we get to the driveway, I have a feeling it's going to be one hell of an escape in a vehicle. That's what I'm anticipating here. We have the duplicate dismiss idol. Obviously, Nadine and Rafe are not happy about it. Nadine positively ID'd me, obviously, as Nathan Drake. She knows who I am. She's not stupid. She probably had a gut feeling Sully was up to something based on a conversation that they had earlier. But it's in our possession. I don't think Nathan is holding the idol right now. I believe No, Sam does not have it. No, I believe we do. I just don't think that we gave it to Nadine. So we just gotta get safely away here, and hopefully all will work out. Fingers crossed. You better keep them that way too. This is Sweetfish Plays, and this is Uncharted 4. I thought I'd do a little bit of a late introduction this time. This game inspired me to do that, considering the credits rolled about 45 minutes into the game. An hour into the game, something ridiculous like that. You know what? Can we get the credits to roll here? Wait a minute. No, sorry, I'm being told that there are no credits to roll. Let us continue. So I think the goal here is to try to not alert the enemies. I guess we could take them out by just opening fire here, but we want to draw as little attention as possible. Nice, one of our first achievements or trophies here. I guess for getting some racking up them stealth kills.
Aspetta. Hmm?
I love this hiding in tall grass feature as well. I don't remember hiding in tall grass being a thing in previous Uncharted games in terms of stealth, but it's a pretty cool mechanic. It makes you feel pretty badass taking these guys down. It's really dark down this hallway. I don't think there's anything this way. I think we have to climb up. I can't see, so I'm just gonna go this way instead. So we got some guys ahead of us here. Based on that, I'm assuming this is gonna be the way to go. Oh crap.
Oh, holy shit.
Fatti vedere!
Oh shit!
Da quella parte! Qualcuno controlli! Ci penso io! Qui non c'è! Perlustrate l'area!
So there's the driveway. This is where our getaway is going to be here. I think I'm in the clear. That's not bad. I held my stealth all the way to this point, and now we're at our final destination here, the driveway. I think I've done a good job of clearing enemies out kind of systematically and in a logical way too. I've been happy with how things have gone so far. I mean, it's hard to boast when you're playing on light difficulty, but we kind of stopped last time immediately after stealing the idol. You know, just as things were starting to ramp up. And so I thought immediately out of the gate here things were going to be super explosive and it was going to be this big explosive getaway. But it looks like it would be smarter to do your best to sneak out. Oh, we got one more. And basically that's what we've done. We've had to discharge a few rounds here, but nothing too crazy. Now, let's see how easy it is to escape in our vehicle. This has a real James Bond vibe to it, this particular mission. Even the setting here at this illegal auction in Italy, it's very James Bondy-ish. I'm sure there was definitely some inspiration taken from Mr. Bond for sure. Typically, when you think of Uncharted as an adventure game, I think one of the closest things that you can compare it to, you know, sort of in current modern media is Tomb Raider. It's kind of, I guess, Sony's equivalent or competitor to Tomb Raider. I know the Tomb Raider brand has been dragged through the mud and back over the last couple of decades. Finally, we're starting to see some good Tomb Raider video games come out, at least. Not too sure about the movie, but that's kind of the closest comparison. The only difference is in this game it's a male protagonist as opposed to a female protagonist. But definitely some James Bond elements that you can link to it here too. So I don't think we're out of the blue yet. Sorry. I don't think that the coast is clear
Almost
yet.
to the ballroom.
Looked like one of those little markers came up.
Nathan, I'm pinned down in here. I could use a hand.
On my way, Sam.
Sam's getting pinned down somewhere, but I'm not too sure where. I gotta figure this out. Somehow we gotta push this thing somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where, though. I think it wants me to push it forward. Uh-oh. Here comes trouble. Oh, lovely! Our first Uncharted 4 ziplining experience. Yay!
Alright, here we go.
Jesus Christ, Nathan!
Hey, how's it going?
I think I'm done with this auction, huh?
Oh, yeah. Me too.
All right, boys, change of plan. Too many people trying to leave. The driveway's all jammed up.
Shit, what's our backup?
There's that fountain just outside the ballroom. I'll meet you there.
Got it. Let's go.
Jason, they brought more friends! We need to get the hell out of here! All right, we got it.
Man, that was one hell of an entrance by Nate. Leave it to Nate to always come up with the grand entrances. And this is actually my first time running out of ammo here, so I'm going to have to pick something up.
One down!
Okay, so now I've got a new pistol. This is the one that all these thugs here were using, and I picked up a pump-action shotgun, I believe, as well, a Spezzati 12-gauge shotgun, and but I think I'm gonna go with this automatic instead, because it's not all close quarters here, especially having to pick out some of the guys on the balconies.
Sully, we're running out of time here!
Hold on, kid. Nearly there. Almost there.
Unless you're driving a hearse, you better hurry. Good shot! Guys down! No!
Someone call for a limo.
Nathan, time to go! Hands off, asshole! That shut him up. Oh boy! Prendiamoli!
It's too close.
Do that. Good shot, Nathan. Oh, jeez!
I think we made it out? Okay, we made it out. Alright.
Okay. I hope I don't go to hell for this.
So remember that the first Dismas idol that we found 15 years ago was hollow. It had no clues. That's why Nate basically gave up. Nate and Sully, I think he knew about it too, basically gave up on finding it. Sam's been obsessed with it the whole time that he was in jail. Now, obviously, the drug cartel boss wants him to get the treasure. But the only clue they had was this hollow one. But then they found this replica or an identical twin Dismas idol for sale at this illegal auction that was not hollow, suggesting that Avery made multiple crosses. This is the one they have now, so they're going to try and break it open and see what's inside. Hopefully, it'll be another helpful clue towards finding this supposed, I think, 400 million. Is it 400 million? $400 million treasure? Something like that. It's a crazy amount. A couple things I wanted to mention. There, I almost died a few times. But it wasn't. It mostly wasn't because of being shot out. More, it was more just having grenades whipped at me from all angles. That's one critique. I'll have to give this game and the Uncharted series as a whole is, even on this is light difficulty. I still had multiple grenades whipped in my direction, and I know it's supposed to keep me from staying under one cover, keep me kind of moving around a little bit. You have to be a little bit more strategic with it. But I've always felt like there's always been one too many grenades thrown at you, and especially if you've ever played Uncharted on regular or hard difficulty, you know how ridiculous it can get, especially near end game with all of these grenades being whipped at you. So that's just obviously one small little critique there. The other thing that I wanted to mention too was, and I turned this off in the option menu under sound settings, I'm not a fan of games that have audio that comes out from the controller. A lot of games, if you receive a phone call in game or something like that, they have it set up so that the audio comes out of the phone. It's not optimal for me in a lot of games, obviously because of streaming, but also a lot of times it's hard to hear, unclear. I'd rather everything just come from my nice sound bar or a sound system or whatever it is that you have. I've turned it off here, which is good. I don't know. I don't know what the whole thing is about having the audio come out of the controller. I think Nintendo's done that with some of their Wii controllers and whatnot before. I just don't get the appeal for it. Like when you have all these expensive sound systems, like why would you not want it coming from that? And I don't know. It just annoys me. It just bothers me. Anyways, maybe it's just me.
Shit. What? It's empty.
What? Oh, you're such an asshole.
He's your brother. All right, skull and crossbones. Very good sign.
It's Avery's insignia. What is this? Hodie mecum eris in paradiso.
Today you will join me in paradise.
It's what Jesus said to Saint Dismas on the cross. Right. What about these numbers here? What do you make of this?
It's some kind of code. Or a phone number.
Come on. The dates.
Huh?
Look. 1659.
It's the year Avery was born.
1699.
Let me guess. The year he died.
Well, by most accounts, yeah, but it means we have date of birth, date of death, and paradise. Which means we're looking for Avery's grave.
St. Dismas's cathedral.
Wait a second. Hasn't Rafe been scouring that site for ages already?
Yeah, the cathedral. See these symbols?
Yeah.
These are found on old Scottish gravestones.
Right.
Right? Now, look at this. The layout of this place is really unusual. Here's the cathedral, but the graveyard is way over here.
Rafe's been focusing on the wrong area.
Exactly.
Guys, we're going to Scotland.
All right. Wait up. You do realize that Rafe knows you're coming.
Yeah, we can deal with that when we get there.
Look, that psycho would like nothing better than for you to show up. Plus, he's got Nadine and a whole army to back him up.
Yeah, but he doesn't have this. The biggest pirate treasure of all time is within our grasp.
I thought this was about saving Sam.
It is. Now, come on, it's both, right? We need the treasure so we can save Sam.
How is Elena cool with all this? Jesus, kid.
Look, it's just not that simple.
She don't even know. Elena doesn't even know.
She wouldn't understand this.
You are not giving her enough credit.
I can't take that chance.
Nathan, he's right. Things have changed. Rafe's involved now, and I can take this on my own, really.
Great. Well, thank you for your input, both of you. Excuse me. Hey, it's me.
He's gonna call Elena and hopefully tell her the truth. Wonder if she's gonna want to come too.
Look, I realize it couldn't have been easy. All those years away. And I'm sorry for what happened to you. But it's not his fault.
I never said that it was.
Took a long time for him to get out of this game.
You see a gun to his head? He chose this. Okay, he's meant for this life.
You really believe that?
Why are you here, Victor?
Because somebody's got to keep an eye out for him.
No, I'll just see you in a few more weeks. Yeah, I will. Okay, I love you too. Bye. Just told her that the job was going to take a little longer than expected, which is the truth. Right? So come on, what do you say? Sam could still use our help.
Well, I do hear that the weather is particularly fine in Scotland this time of year.
Oh. Rafe's really going all in, isn't he?
Well, they're all concentrated around the cathedral, so that's good. Because we are gonna have that graveyard all to ourselves. Sully.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we're good to go here.
Okay, kids. Happy hunting.
Nice chance to come with.
Yeah, well, unless you can find me an escalator, I think I'll pass.
All right. See you in a few.
Hey, Nate.
Yeah.
Just bring me back something shiny, will you?
That's the plan.
Well, let's go pay our respects to Captain Avery, huh?
You know, we've talked a little bit before about how much Sully cares about Nate, almost to the point of being like a father figure to him. He's been on all of these adventures with Nate as well. He's really been with Nate kind of every step of the way, and he's really worried about Nate because, like he said, it took a long time for Nate to get out of this life, and now this whole situation with the drug cartel demanding Sam find Avery's treasure, and he's getting dragged into all that. And it's quite messy. We have Rafe, who we know obviously purchased the land around the cathedral a few years ago. Much like Sam, he's always been obsessed with this one particular hunt. He spent a lot of money digging and trying to find this treasure. He's never found anything over the years, but as they've pointed out, he's always been looking in the wrong place. And we know that he's also working alongside Nadine. Nadine obviously is the head of a basically like a mercenary army. So you know that this area is likely going to be well protected by her thugs, no doubt about that. Just again, as a little bit of a refresher as to where we are, I really like this this backdrop here in Scotland. You know, we've seen a lot of tropical locations with Uncharted, a lot of like South American locations. We've seen some snowy locations, but this kind of area of Europe, I think, has been largely unexplored, unless, you know, maybe I'm just forgetting about something major from one of the previous games, but I really like what I'm seeing so far.
Scottish Cathedral. Strange place to bury your treasure, no?
Not really. I mean, by the time Avery would have sailed here, the place was already abandoned.
I guess that's true. Plus, with the massive bounty on his head, it'd be a good place to hide. So, what happened between you and Rafe?
I couldn't deal with him. I'm pretty sure he'd had enough of me. I was still coming to grips with your death and with his frustration from not finding the treasure. I'm pretty sure he was ready to kill me by the time I bailed.
Imagine what he want to do to you now.
Yeah, trying not to. Sam, listen. He's ruthless. I mean, even more so than when we teamed up with him. I mean, I've heard stories.
Trust me, me too. All the more reason I don't feel bad about any of this. So is it just like you remember it?
The cathedral grounds?
Yeah.
Pretty much. Although it's been so long, it's a little hazy.
Geez, crane, explosives. I think stealing the cross might have made our boy Rafe a little nervous.
Yeah, just a tad. Man, it must have been a shock for Avery to come here after living in the tropics for so long.
Well, I can sympathize with that.
Ah, right, because of the old prison thing.
Yeah, you have no idea how much I miss the cold.
This is quite a wide open area to explore. I'm not exactly positive 100% which direction I need to go in here. I don't know if we're supposed to be going down or what here, but I guess I'll just kind of continue.
It's a long drop.
Yeah. We need to find another way down.
I don't want to emphasize the treasures too much. I do like trying to explore as much of an area as possible, but I don't want to go too overboard with treasures here. Again, this is all about plot, this playthrough. Oh, another little fun hill to slide down. Except that's not what is supposed to happen.
Hey, this should hold.
Good call.
Now we should be able to get down here safely.
The hell is all this?
It's excavation equipment.
Shoreline?
What?
Look. I thought they were just by the cathedral.
Shit, get out!
Okay, we're good.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too, Shoreline. Seems like they were expecting us.
And like they're searching away from the cathedral.
Which means we should get to that graveyard pronto.
Exactly.
Not good news for us.
You guys searched beyond the cathedral.
Oh, we did, a little. But this place is so big, without knowing where to look, it's like shooting in the dark.
Or like blowing shit up in the dark.
We heard Nate talk a little bit about his falling out with Rafe. Obviously, they successfully escaped the Panamanian jail 15 years ago. We thought Sam was killed in that pursuit. Obviously, he was
People
not.
just find a tombstone that says, "Here lies Henry Avery, loving son and notorious pirate."
Yeah, I doubt it. I don't think he'd go through all that trouble to hide his tracks just to put his name on a rock.
But Nate would have worked with Rafe for a while when they first escaped. But then I guess they had a little bit of a falling out. Nate was still, pretty shell-shocked about the whole, death of his brother. But pretty much the only family he has. And Rafe was just so concerned with finding the treasure and nothing else. And now here we are 15 years later, and we're still going after this treasure. Not really on our own accord, though. You know, I don't think Drake would have done this if he didn't absolutely have to. If there wasn't a drug cartel, you know, figuratively placing a gun at Sam's head and asking him to find it. Sounds like they're well, we know they're obviously excavating because we saw the excavation equipment, but it sounds like they're blowing out rock with some dynamite or something like that. You can see the cathedral in the distance there, and you can tell it's pretty rocky terrain. Basically just blowing the whole area up. In areas like this, where there's lots of equipment, you really got to keep your eye open because it's very likely that there will be some more mercenaries around. Signs of civilization.
Had several living quarters. Main one being by the graveyard, of course.
Location. More shoreline equipment.
At least no shoreliners.
I guess shoreline is the
Maybe we'll
name.
get lucky and they'll blow themselves up.
Of the mercenary group. I'm not seeing a whole lot. I will try and have a little bit of a look-see here, just in case. I'm sure there are some treasures around here somewhere. No, this is where I came down. Alright. Ooh. Startled me, Sam. What do we got here?
Now what do you bet? Yep. Dynamite.
Yeah, be careful with that stuff, huh?
Hey, got the door open.
That was very loud. Hopefully they didn't hear us.
Hopefully we just blend in with the other explosions.
Well, I guess I know how to use dynamite now. I called it on the dynamite. I said, I bet you they're blowing up rock with dynamite. I know here in Ontario, that's what they did to build a lot of the highways going up north through cottage country. When you're driving up that way, you'll see a lot of, like, it's just like rocks on the side and stuff like that, because they basically just blew the rocks with dynamite and blew their way through to build a highway. So yes, that was loud, but it's no different than all the other explosions, so I don't think they'll find it too suspicious.
Look, there's a way up through the roof. It's too high for a boost, though. Yeah.
So I'm looking for something that I can climb up to give me a little bit of an advantage.
There you go. Take that, door.
You're pretty good with that stuff.
Well, I've blown a lot of shit up over the years.
Alright, okay, I think we found it. This looks like it'll do the trick.
Hey, we can use this to climb out of that building.
The ground is kind of slanted here, and it's obviously a really heavy piece of equipment that we're pushing about, so it's giving me a real tough time, but this ought to do it.
Shit. Shoreline. Hide.
Oh, crap.
Where's our boys? Keep your safeties up. Think it was those guys Nadine warned us about. Either way, the orders are the same. Shoot to kill.
Bad guy over there.
Over here. Someone blew this door open.
Go, go! Jeez! Someone's here!
Here they come.
Nice shot! Got it!
All right. Nicely done. That could have been bad.
Yeah. Let's get out of here before anyone checks in on them.
I don't know if that was a random patrol or if the dynamite that I was tossing around really did attract those shoreline dudes. The mercenaries. They're coming. Alright, perfect.
There. Come on, let's go.
Picked up an AK-47 for myself as my secondary weapon. Pretty powerful, so it's a bonus.
Okay. Now what?
So, there's a little cave under here, and Nate can duck through. I think to continue on, we have to use the grappling hook to swing across this this lovely deep pit here. But I think if I toss some dynamite underneath there, it should blow up those wooden boxes, and I bet you I can get back there and get something. So, let's give it a try.
Nice.
So there is indeed a treasure in here. I don't see anything else. I figured that's likely what would be back here. That's a pretty cool find. I'm proud of myself for finding that. And a pretty good playthrough so far. I was gonna say, we really haven't found a treasure in a long time. I'm starting to get worried that we're being cheated. Thanks, Sony. Or should I blame Shoreline?
Oh, careful. Shit!
Nathan, you okay?
I'm good. Just follow me. There. Whew. All right, you think you can do that?
What are you talking about? I taught you that move.
All right, let's see it then.
There. You see?
That was clumsy.
So there's another little dead branch that we can grapple from here, but it looked like there was a way to go up here further. No? Maybe not. Maybe not. Alright, let's... Is it this guy? I don't know. I guess we'll find out here.
Sam, there's a ladder just out of reach.
All right, hold up. I'll come over. All right, give me a boost. Come here. I'll pull you up. There you go.
Thanks. All right, there it is. The Mug Storm. Just a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Don't jinx us.
I noticed there's almost like a film grain effect on the video in this game. Really nice. I don't know what they did, but they've definitely tweaked some things. Probably, obviously, utilizing the hardware of the PS4. Remember, the last Uncharted game that we visited was truly built for the PS3. So I'm sure you can tell. Other things that I've been really impressed with, a lot of the little things, the little details like the sky, backdrops, draw distance, stuff like that. And then some areas like the grass behind us here. We still got a ways to go.
On we go. Burns a little.
Those are fun.
I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily call the ass burn fun.
I could do this all day.
Double to wipe them out. You go where the money leads you. That's cold.
It gets colder. I'm gonna take a leak while you educate our young recruit here.
So what happened next? Did he put down the revolver? With our help, he kept it at bay. And once money ran out, no reason for us to stick around anymore. And the general didn't even last the Those bastards.
Business is business.
Whatever gets us more action. I could use a good coup right now.
Tell me about it.
You get the left one. I got right.
Gonna have to do better than that, fellas.
Let's see if we can keep this up.
Well, when we started today, we had to employ our stealth skills, and I think we did a pretty darn good job. So we just have to keep that up here, and we should be fine. The quieter that we can be on our entry here, the better. There's lots of tall grass around here, which is just perfect for hiding in. Nobody can spot us.
Cemetery's ready for rich boys visit.
They're not slowing down, are they?
The lady wants the results, and she wants them yesterday.
Have they found anything?
Heard they uncovered some stuff, but I don't know the details.
Called her boss lady, so obviously referring to Nadine. So we know Nadine is going to be here, likely alongside Rafe, likely very close by Rafe. We also, little hint just came up there and said killing a guard or an enemy or whatever in tall grass will hide their body in the tall grass, which hides the dead body from his fellow comrades, so it won't set off any alarms. So tall grass is like Sully in this game, like a good friend.
Spotted something. What? What was it? Hey, to your right.
What you got? Nothing, bro. We're clear.
So far, so good. I almost got spotted there. They started to get suspicious, but I was able to stay, again, in the tall grass. I think I've just found my soulmate in life. The tall grass, I mean.
That was kind of hairy.
Someone was bound to hear all that. Come on, let's get a move on.
Couldn't really help it there. There was probably 4 or 5 guys there easy in that one room, and I knew as soon as I popped my head out I'd be spotted. But we were able to take them out pretty cleanly. So we'll onwards and forwards. I don't think I've used that one in this series yet. wanted to have a look at some of our treasures here. That must be what we found in this level, the carved nut bottle. So yeah, geez, we've missed quite a few in between. Good lord. If I stumble across a treasure, I stumble across. We'll see. We'll see how many treasures we can get. Not really looking for them. You know, in depth. Like, I really have not been expending a lot of my time and energy in this game looking for treasures. In fact, very minimally so far. So let's see how many we can get it by the end of the game. Like I said, sometimes I'll finish Uncharted and I'll have a lot of them. I think the PS Vita Uncharted that I played, I had a whole ton of them, and then other games it's a little bit different. Whatever I find, I find. We will try and keep a sharp eye out, though. It's those glowing objects, they glow white, or those kind of like hidden areas, like where we just found our last treasure, that carved nut bottle or whatever it was.
Right beyond those walls.
Whoa. Not gonna jump this ravine.
Down we go.
Easy, bro. I nearly blew my goddamn arms off only to get chewed out by that...
Great.
I should have popped him. The guy's fronting our entire crew. What do you think Nadine would do to you?
I was following her order.
Still, what do you think she'd do?
Turn me inside out.
Exactly. Take some deep breaths and go walk it off.
Stroppy prick. Thinks he can tell me how to do my job.
The American sure isn't making any friends.
Yeah, as long as his money's good, that's fine by me.
You think Drake's gonna show up?
Nadine seems to think so. I'd love to see him and his crew make an appearance.
That goes for all of us.
Oh yeah, you'd love to see Drake and his crew make an appearance, eh? Huh? Eh? Well, here I am. Suckers. Oh, that would have been a real backcracker. Ugh.
All right, let's keep going.
Look at that view.
I'm not too sure what my plan is here. We gotta get over there, I assume. But I don't see anything that I can jump to, and we certainly are not supposed to go down there. I'm not gonna make it across there. There's no way. There has to be another way here, right? this is where we encountered the guys. And we killed 3 guards here. Yeah, and so we came to this part. So there's got to be somewhere here we can go. Can we climb up this rock or something? No. No. Okay. I just wanted to confirm kind of by going that way. It's worth a try. Can't dance. Okay, so we ended up down here. Okay, we're the enemies, except the enemies are already dead. That's good. That's definitely where we have to get across to. I'm just unclear on exactly how that's gonna happen. Oh, maybe this way. Just gonna mess around a little bit here.
This way.
I guess we are going the right way then. Okay. I guess we're working our way back up a little bit. There we go. We were able to get higher up this slope so that when we did slide down, we had enough room to jump on this ledge over here. Oh, we've hit our first grave, so we're getting close to the graveyard. Now, here's that other slope that I just died on.
Sliding up ahead. This one's looking a bit more dangerous.
Sliding has really been emphasized as a big mechanic in this game so far, more so than I remember in previous games. I don't even know if there was a whole lot of sliding in previous games, but there is definitely a real strategy to it. We're a little bit higher up the slope now, so when I jump off, I just have to keep trying to push forward and get across to the other side there before we slide all the way down. So you just got to keep pushing your way to the side, to wherever you need to get to. You just have to kind of make sure that you give yourself enough room.
Shit, choice. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, shit. Okay. If he did it, I can do it. Whoa! Whoa! It's better than bungee jumping.
Have you ever been bungee jumping?
No, but I'm sure this is better.
Okay, another area where we can use our grappling hook here, I believe. Or sorry, maybe it's just something to swing from up there.
Oh, this is what you've been up to all these years? Jumping around ruins?
Yeah, that.
Yup.
And getting shot at, blown up, punched, kicked,
All of the above, yes.
I get it.
knifed, drugged.
So I guess now that we're higher up this slope, we jump and what? Go over here? Oops, sorry. Let's try it. I think that's got it. I think we did it.
Not quite. Still gotta climb higher to cross the ravine.
I hope we're done sliding for a while. My ass is full of gravel.
Yeah, man. Could you imagine the level of aspirin you'd be feeling having slid down all of these slopes? Sam, I mean, I don't know. Sam may be immune to ass pain in general from the 15 years that he really wrongfully spent in a Panamanian jail, but Nate pretty sure doesn't have these kinds of ass pain experiences, although who am I to say?
There's a dormitory gate.
Alright, we're getting pretty close. It's been a hell of a time trying to get here. This has been one of the more complicated climbing, traversing difficult terrain levels that we've had so far. Oh, looks like we're going this way. Okay, we have another slope, and this one should take us right down to the dormitory gate. So this is obviously a dormitory where the monks of this particular Catholic, I guess, cathedral would stay. But it's right next to a graveyard. We have the blueprints to this place, so we kind of know where everything is. But this little hill right here, looks like we have to jump down, use the grappling hook on that little branch or stick sticking out there, and then swing across, and then we should be right out front of the dormitory, right next to the graveyard. Well on our...
Stuck the landing.
There goes nothing. I could get used to this.
No, I'll give you a 9 out of 10. I gave Nate's jump there a solid 10 out of 10. It was way more graceful. It was almost like watching a perfect figure skating performance. Nate's form is just spectacular.
Hey, give me a hand. Come on. I got it. Go. Okay, come on.
And we're here.
Yes, we are.
I noticed there was a way to climb up the side of the building outside, but I think I missed my chance there. Because I went to the door through the door first, but that's okay. Again, probably just led to a treasure.
Look at this place.
Welcome to the St. Dismas Dormitory. Alleged final resting place of one Henry Avery.
Let's find that grave. Hey, Nathan, check it out. This one's got a pair of cutlasses. It's like the scroll from the cross.
So Nate has a journal in which he keeps track of important finds and whatnot. You can find a ton of information. Perhaps maybe in our next stream we can go through the journal and have a look. Looks like he's got little newspaper clippings about Rafe Adler. Shoreline aids rebels in civil war with a big picture of Nadine. We're en route, so a little bit of info on them. St. Dismas Cathedral, abandoned in around 1697, considered a historic site until Rafe bought it and started digging it up. Yep. Henry's gravery needs to have skull and crossbones, crossed swords pointed down, and dates. Celtic knots, I'm not patient enough for this. Scottish gravestone, arrow pointing to gravestone. Maybe these are some hints for locating it. And then he just drew a picture of the dormitory. That's what it appears to me. So Henry's gravery needs to have those things. You can see the picture. Skull and crossbones, crossed swords pointing down, and dates. That's really what we're trying to find here. So let's check it out.
Well, beautiful stonework, but no, dates don't match.
Okay, I guess the idea is it's supposed to look a little bit something like that, and the dates will be 1659, which was when Henry Avery was born, to 1699 when he died.
Okay, cross cutlasses, skull and crossbones, and the date 1659 to 1699. We find a tombstone with all three, and we're in business.
Well, let's desecrate some graves.
Let's.
Crossed swords. No skull and crossbones here.
No, this is not the grave we're looking for. This one doesn't have a skull and crossbones.
Hey, look at this one. Tempus Edax Rerum.
Time devours all things.
Jeez, cherry bunch of folks we got here. Oh, darn.
No swords. Oh, this isn't it.
There's some skull and crossbones on this one, and it says 1659 there, but no option for me to check it out, so I do not think that's what we're looking for.
Ooh, the swords match. Let's see. Nope. Bad dates. Huh. Date is correct, but the swords are upside down. Wrong one.
Right, you can see the swords on that grave are pointing upwards. We're looking for swords that are pointing downwards, plus the skull and crossbones.
Be sure your sin will find you out.
Just a friendly reminder that no one escapes judgment, huh?
Pretty big graveyard. Quite a few graves we can look at here.
Nope, no crossed swords. Not our guy.
There's a few back here as well. I think that might be the one right there, although I don't really see any dates on this one.
Memento mori. Remember you will die.
That is a fact. No skull and crossbones. Nice Celtic cross. Not the grave we want, though. Dynamite. Shoreline was here.
Now let's see what we can find before they get back.
More shoreline equipment, so we know that the mercenaries are, in fact, around the dormitory. So they haven't just been searching.
Where you going?
I'm gonna look over here first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Nathan. Tombstones are over here.
I know, I know. I'm just having a quick peekaboo. I noticed there was some area to explore over here. Just exhausting options, you know how it is. Maybe the tall grass is not my friend. Maybe the tall grass is simply pretending to be my friend, but is in reality concealing all the treasures I'm trying to find. I'm having a sneaking suspicion. Alright, so now Nate's telling me that he thinks he's left the graveyard as well, so we should probably get back and stay in the same area as Sam. We don't want to drift too far apart from him or get separated, especially knowing that Shoreline is around here somewhere. Alright, so we've checked out most of these graves. I pointed out one back here that I think it's going to be. I didn't want to click on it until I was 100% ready because there were a few more over here as well. There's quite a few plots over here. Upside down swords again.
Date and the swords don't match the scroll.
All right, well, let's go check this one out in the back. This one's got a beautiful view, so it's got to be the one.
Yeah, well, the swords are a match. So is the ear. Sam, come here.
Where'd you find it?
Benjamin Bridgman. That's Avery's alias. Something odd about this skull, though. It's like it doesn't belong to the stone.
What's odd about it is that's not Avery's sigil.
Yeah, I mean, the skull should be facing
Sideways.
What is that? My God. You ready for this?
Oh, I've been ready for a long time. Man, look at that.
Let's see what we got. It's a crypt.
A crypt? Hidden behind a secret door?
I assume the secret door was added afterwards.
To hide his loot.
Well, fingers crossed.
Yeah, I've got a hunch it's not going to be quite that easy to find Avery's treasure, but we're definitely making some progress. At least our clues are starting to lead us to some new places to explore. We got something down here.
One of the old monks wrote this.
Take a note. There we go. Another trophy. It's our second one of this episode. I like it. So it reads, a miracle at long last, and on our good Saint Dismas's feast day. Weeks after we learned the Crown's intent to shutter our cathedral and reclaim our lands, a stranger wandered into our midst as my novice, and I concluded our morning prayer. A startling vision with flint-colored eyes and a thick, unkempt beard. He was clothed in a naval captain's uniform, bearing a magnificent sword and a large leather satchel. We bade him join us, and he graciously accepted. At mealtime, the stranger related a sad tale of a battle at sea and the desire to bury his fallen comrades on sacred ground, confessing a kinship of sorts with our good Saint Dismas. And thus we shared our own tales of woe, the grounds in disrepair, no money forthcoming from the crown, and the cathedral abandoned save for the two of us. He nodded knowingly before drawing out of his satchel a quantity of gold coins, the likes of which I had never seen. The stranger offered us this gold in exchange for our land and all the structures contained within the grounds. Though my beliefs conflicted with my desires, in the end I felt to turn him down would be foolish. With this amount of gold, we can certainly do more good elsewhere than here along this forgotten coastline. As for the stranger, may these lands serve his intentions well, whatever they may be. Interesting, a little history on this cathedral. And this is marked March 25th. It looks like 1697. Wow. So that's going to go in our journal. I like the journal in the Uncharted games. I like that you have to use the journal sometimes in puzzles. There's some good visual aids in there. You can get lots of information. It seems very useful. I found that in the last game that I streamed, Red Dead 2, it also has a pretty in-depth journal feature. I don't know. I just never used it. I just never felt it was as necessary as the journal in this game, for example. Wow, I've really been critiquing quite a lot today, haven't I? Jeez, why in such a pissy mood? Jeez, a pretty deep crypt.
Whoa, gang's all here. Jesus. Dismas on the left.
Penitent thief?
Gestus on the right.
Jerk thief.
Avery sure had a thing for St. Dismas, huh?
Well, Avery fancied himself a good thief, right? Only plundered and murdered the non-British heathens.
Guess that's what passed for good back then.
Good enough.
Some kind of lamp. Hey, Smokey. Need your lighter over here.
You know, that hurts my feelings.
Not as much as it hurts your lungs.
Thank you, Father Duffy.
Isn't that something?
The light's coming from the other side of the wall.
Let's see here. Ah, I can aim the lights. Hey, here we go.
I think you got that one. Oh, connect the dots.
There we go.
Nathan, that's it, you got it.
Okay, let's give this a shot.
Open sesame.
Wrong treasure.
Shush. Well, nice view. No treasure, though.
No, but... Look, you see those crosses?
Yeah. Hey, is that a cave right below?
Yeah, I think Avery's trying to tell us where to go next. There's one problem, though. Going back that way means we have to go back toward the cathedral.
And back towards Rafe.
Shit.
Well, let's not keep him waiting.
Quiet.
They opened the gate up there.
Good, because that's the way we gotta go. All right, follow my lead.
Oh man, there are a lot of guards out there. We're gonna call it quits, save and quit right there as we continue in St. Dismas Cathedral. I think this is still technically considered Chapter 7, if I'm not mistaken. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below. Keep the convo going. If you have any suggestions, tips, tricks, whatever going forward, let me know. Or if you just want to rant on how bad I am at finding treasures, I'm totally cool with that too. And we will recommence all together again at a later date. Later, Gators.